Hi, I'm Dan McGowan. When it comes to stand-up comedy, I think there are two very important questions we need to ask ourselves. Do I want to get better? And do I need to get better? The first question, do I want to get better? That's totally a personal question for you to answer. Are you content with what you are bringing in stand-up comedy? Maybe this is just a hobby for you and you enjoy having a great day job with great benefits and then going out at night to a bar or some other venue and telling some jokes with no real pressure because that's not your main income. So the question of do you want to get better is completely up to you. My experience is that some comics don't really want to get better. They're content having their job and then going and telling jokes at night, making a few people laugh. And for them, that's great. Then the second question is a little bit more difficult. Do I need to get better? If you have your sights set on performing stand-up comedy on a regular basis, eventually getting paid for doing work in clubs or corporate events or cruise ships, then the reality is, yes, you need to get better. If you have a solid 5 to 10 minutes that you know will always get laughs, that's great for venues that don't require more than 5 or 10 minutes. But if you're ever asked to do more than that, like in a club or in a corporate event or a cruise ship, those 10 minutes are not going to work. The truth is, you will not be able to riff for the 40 extra minutes needed to create an hour worth of comedy that lands. And in that case, yes, you need to get better. So how do you do that? Here's 3 suggestions. 1, view yourself as somebody who is a professional comedian. Even if that's not your day job right now, go into this thinking of yourself as a professional comedian. That's going to give you the self-confidence that you need to get up on stages and present comedy that is embraced by the audiences. 2, you need to write. Write. There's no way around that. You don't get up on stage and just magically riff on stuff, but in just about every circumstance I can think of, you need to be writing as often as you can, preferably at least every day. You write every day so that by the end of a week, let's say, maybe you have 10 jokes that you've written over the course of the week. 2 or 3 of them might be really good that you want to hone and add into your act. And then the third suggestion is probably a little bit of a no-brainer. You need to promote yourself. You need to let other people know that you do this thing called stand-up comedy. Whether that's in your local town, at the venues or clubs that have comedy, or in bigger arenas, like you want to get onto a special or you want to get onto a contest or whatever it is, you need to let people know who book these shows what you do. If you're performing on a regular basis, like in a bar or a venue in your town, it is almost ridiculous to think that a comedy booker is going to wander into that venue and see you and add you to one of their future shows. You need to let them know what you do. How do you do that? You create a clip at least 5 to 7 minutes long of you doing your best stuff. You email it out. You find out what is the way to contact these bookers. Maybe it's a well-known club not too far from you. Find out what their protocol is and send them that info. You don't need to have a headshot, but if you have one, that's great icing on the cake. So those are the 2 questions. Do I want to get better? That's a personal choice. And do I need to get better? That's driven by your goal as a stand-up comedian. I hope these suggestions help you. To find out more about me, visit my website, danmcgowan.com. Have a funny day.